So, good evening, everyone. Uh, Honorable Chairman Sri Shashikaran Shetty, sir. Respected Director Professor Manoj K. Tiwari, sir. Esteemed Professor David Simchi Levi, sir. Sri Rampraveen Swaminathan, sir. CEO Mahindra Logistics Limited. Ms. Sindhu Gangadharan, Senior VP and MD, SAP Labs India. Mr. Atul Kulkarni, sir. Member, Board of Governance NITI. Darshana Dabral, Joint Secretary and Financial Advisor, Minister of Education. Esteemed guests, faculties, respected faculty members, and my dear friends. A very warm welcome to everyone for the closing ceremony of this global certification course on supply chain management and digitization. NITI is honored to have you all on this esteemed panel today. We will soon be joined by today's chief guest, Honorable Cabinet Minister Sri Nitin Gadkari ji. To begin with, I'd like to invite our director and course instructor, Professor Manoj K. Tiwari, sir, to officially welcome the dignitaries.
Thank you, Atharva. Good evening, everyone. Honorable Chairman, Sri Shashikaran Shetty, sir, respected Professor David Simchi Levi, Sri Rampraveen Swaminathan, Madam Sindhu Gangadharan, esteemed guests, invitees, and our board member Sri Atul Kulkarni ji, and my respected faculty members, dear students, and ministry officials. In this context, first of all, I extend my very warm welcome to everyone. And we at NITI extremely proud to have such an esteemed set of panelists for today's closing ceremony of a global certification course on supply chain digitization and management. The course was organized by NITI in association with Professor David Simchi Levi, who is a well-known authority and thought leader in the domain of supply chain management. And he is the one who has credited with giving a lot of new initiatives and directions that how to sustain and how to mitigate the risk, as well as some of the ongoing disruptions in the logistics sector. And he is credited with a very prestigious assignment, world's top journal, that is Editor-in-Chief of Management Science. He is the recipient of the prestigious Informs Impact Prize 2020 for his work on supply chain resilience.
I'd now like to call upon the lead instructor of this course, Professor David Simchi Levi, sir, from MIT USA, to share his thoughts over the about the last couple of months of journey, as well as his last final words of wisdom for our attendees. David, sir, over to you.
Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Leaders from government, leaders from industry, guests, students, participants. Let me start by thanking NITI, and in particular the leadership of Professor Manoj for organizing, coordinating, administrating the last 10 weeks and this new course on supply chain digitization and management. The last 10 weeks were an important learning opportunity for all of us, for participants, for instructors, for coordinators. This was indeed a global collaboration between NITI, industry, and academia, with students and executives from around the world. In this course, if you just look at what we have done over the last 10 or 9 weeks, we in fact focused on the future of supply chain. And the beauty is that the future is right here.
Now, from formally, sir, we extend our warm welcome to our honorable and beloved Minister, Sri Nitin Gadkari ji. Sir, I am Manoj Kumar Tiwari, Director, NITI Mumbai. And sir, here NITI is honored to host you for this closing ceremony of the Global Certification course on Supply Chain Digitization and Management in association with one of the world-renowned professor who is known as thought leader of the logistics and supply chain. Sir, he is also in the finalist. Professor David Simchi Levy. He is from MIT, USA. Sir. So, our minister is one of the most visionary ministers that we all know in our country has ever witnessed. And we know that he is a cabinet minister of road transport and highways and also the minister of MSME. Sri Nitin ji has always been consistently engaged in accomplishing PM Narendra Modi's dream of building a new India. He is credited with achieving fastest highway construction rate, taking it from 3 km per day to 30 km per day under the Bharatmala project. Under his reign as a Minister of MSME, he has rolled out a host of regulatory and credit schemes to facilitate the creation of robust manufacturing hub in the country with MSME, and also it's a main center. Honorable Minister also aims to make India a leading export hub in near future. Adoption of technology has been the core strategy of him. Sir, I once again welcome Nitin Gadkari ji to NITI, and now we would like to call upon our beloved and honorable chairman Sri Shashi Kiran Shetty ji, who is Board of Governors of NITI and chairman of All Cargo Logistics. He is a very humble person who has achieved greater heights in all cargo logistics and founded this world-class company. Mr. Shetty was conferred the Belgium's highest civilian honor, distinction of Commander of Order of Leopold II by HM King Philippe in 2015. Now I request my honorable chairman to have some words before our honorable minister say his own speech.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tiwari, for a very generous introduction. Honorable Minister Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, Professor David Simchi Levy, Mr. Swaminathan, Mrs. Gangadharan, NITI Director Mr. Tiwari, the deans, the faculty, the management staff, my dear students and fellow members of the corporate world. It is a pleasure for me to address all of you today. Also, it is a pleasure for me to share the dais with Mr. Gadkari and other dignitaries on a wonderful event like this. Last year, around the same time, I received a very special award from Honorable Minister at the Sahara Star Hotel as the visionary business leader from one of the chambers of commerce. I, of course, had the privilege to also meet him few times when he was the shipping minister. He is among the most dynamic leader in this great country and is a big thinker, no nonsense go-getter. We all are so proud of him. His unmatched work, whenever he is in power or otherwise, is unmatched. I'm a huge fan of him. Today, we are delighted to have Mr. Gadkari as a chief guest in this closing ceremony of the world-renowned program designed around supply chain resiliency and flexibility, green supply chain, digitalization, etc. This is an extremely special day for NITI to hold such a training program of the magnitude where the attendees participated from across the Indian industry and many universities and companies around the world. This is a very special program which is most relevant topic for NITI students and to the Indian industry. I will not go into the details of the program which has already been spoken about by Professor David and Mrs. Gangadharan. Due to the paucity of time, I accept to say that the program like this will help to a great deal in our maturity by learning from the global experiences. The supply chain digitalization and management is absolutely critical when India is poised to grow in its industrial input, competitiveness, exponential growth in the merchandise exports in order for us to match some of the global competitors around the world. So India does not lose this great opportunity post-COVID-19 in the digital world. I therefore encourage more such programs conducted by the educational institutions in the days to come. We must thank Professor Tiwari and Professor David Simchi and his team for thinking through a great initiative and helping NITI to hold something like this at a time like this, and has been able to bring many participants to this program. This also come at a very good time for NITI itself, as it is aiming at connecting a lot more to the corporate world with its MDP program, campus recruitments in greater depth, and helping the Indian industry to take the advantage from NITI's extraordinary strength of research and project related to supply chain management. We are very proud of the contribution of NITI, which has a huge legacy, having contributed a lot to the Indian industry through its students, who later became the leaders in many organizations and government undertakings, as well as in important initiatives in the private sector. NITI indeed can do a lot more. My appeal to the Minister to help NITI in the corridors of power by using its services on various research and consulting projects this institution can provide. I am sure the team in NITI would help do a detailed presentation at a later date on its strengths, which can be leveraged by the government undertakings and departments. I also appeal to the Minister to think about measures under which NITI could gain autonomy for it to take its destiny on its own hands, being a highly matured institution of repute. The institution does not need to control by the government in a current environment. Similar autonomy has been provided recently to some of the premium institutions in the country, such as the IITs, IIMs, and NIITs. We can again come and talk to you, sir, at an appropriate time, why we believe in this. I have been the chairman of the Board of Governors of NITI since the last 6 months or so. I can see the enthusiasm and commitment by the director and his team to help NITI to become among the top 5 management education institutions in the country from the position of 12 as of now. As all of you know, India is the largest democracy in the world, which makes us a very transparent society. We have a very fair judiciary. Right now, we are blessed with one of the best governments in the world, which is committed deeply for India to become the 3rd largest economy within the next 3 to 5 years. This government is deeply committed to some of the most daring and transformational reforms to help India to be the most progressive country in the world, while taking together every citizen in this country as per the defined programs and actions. The Indian industry is completely with you, sir, in all these wonderful intentions of this government. The credit for this obviously goes to the Honorable Prime Minister and his competent cabinet colleagues like Mr. Gadkari. I spoke a little bit before you come into the program, sir, about the Indian logistic industry, where it stands and what it constitutes all about. And just to add, the freight corridors are being built. The Container Corporation of India is likely to be privatized. A lot of infrastructure projects are underway, and a lot of digitization are happening around the government departments, which will facilitate India to become one of the most competitive supply chain management in the Southeast Asia and in Asia itself. We can be a real alternative for China, and we are the intellectual and the spiritual capital of this world, and India can bring a lot to this world and lead the world from the front. And I hope that we all will live to see that day. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful session.
Thank you. Now I request our Honorable Minister to light us by your views, sir, about the program that we have communicated to you, sir, and also talked about you. Thank you, sir. Please go ahead.
Thank you. My friend Mr. Shashikaran Shetty, Chairman NITI Mumbai, distinguished guest, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great privilege for me to deliver the keynote address on the closing ceremony of Global Online Certification Program on supply chain digitization and management by NITI Mumbai. NITI is dedicated to supporting Indian businesses in making global presence by working not only in manufacturing sector but all the dynamic sector of the Indian economy. Since NITI plays a crucial role in shaping the MSMEs, therefore it is of relevance that I speak to you about the MSME sector and the steps taken under by the government of India to support the MSME sector, particularly in the aftermath of pandemic. But at the same time, I have experience about the great contribution of Mr. Shetty in the field of shipping and logistics. Actually, he received many awards. He is one of the dynamic businessmen who has already given a good appropriate vision for this business. So I always appreciate, as a young generation, he start his business and his success story is very important for Indian shipping industry and the logistic industry. He is not telling you only about the theory, but practically his success in the business globally is very important for all Indians. And because of his great experience in the business, 100% his experience is giving you new vision for making your business in logistics. So the both things are there. As a president of NITI also, he is giving you his practical experience about his business, which is very important. I know that the theory is equally important, but the professional success is more important than the theory. So here are the both examples that the good theory is there. At the same time, good professional success story is there. So it is really a good combination for the institution. The MSME sector is the backbone of our economy, and the development of the sector is a fundamental in ensuring balanced economic growth. Presently, the MSME contributes 30% of the GDP growth. Now our planning is to take it up to the 40%. Presently, the export of India, 48% is from MSMEs. So we need now planning to make it up to 60%. And the most important thing related with the MSME is we have up till now created 11 crore jobs. And where our planning is to create more 5 crore jobs in next 5 years. This is the most important thing for country. We are the country, we are facing poverty. And poverty is a problem because of unemployment. And unemployment is a problem where we can create capital investment in the backward area, particularly socially, economically, educationally backward, and 115 aspirant districts. And you know the story of Khadi village industries. Presently, we have the turnover of 88,000 crores from the village industry, Khadi Gramodyog. And my planning is to take this turnover up to 5 lakh crores. We have successfully making paint from cow dung. It's really my plan and idea is to make the manufacturing unit in every village. And we can give the rate of 5 rupees per kg for cow dung. So it is going to change the socio-economic transformation of that area. The paint is internationally certified by the laboratories, is good. At the same time, having 8 features which are additionally there. It is to be best distemper and the enamel paint or whatever the available in the market as far as the quality is concerned. But we need to use this technology, innovation, research, particularly for the rural agriculture and tribal area, where we need more investment, more employment potential, because the eradication of the poverty is the main mission for the government and where we need to work more. As far as the MSME sector has the potential to strengthen the socio-economic growth of the nation by providing a solution of unemployment and low income problem, and this will further lower the inequalities between the geographical areas in terms of economic imbalances. The Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy was production with the masses. We need maximum production with the maximum number of the people. We need the technology where we can create more employment potential. Someone was talking about me about driverless car. I said, no, I'm not going to allow this car in the country, because in the country, the drivers where we are creating maximum employment potential. Country to country, the problems are different. So our country, we have got the young, talented engineering manpower, highest in the world available in our country. We need to develop the technology, innovation, and research the way in which that we can create more export and we can create more employment potential. The innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skill, and successful practices, we name it as a knowledge and conversion of knowledge into wealth, is the future for the country. I always talking about these two philosophies. One is knowledge to wealth, and the other is conversion of waste into wealth. Whatever the waste is there, using the appropriate technology, you can convert waste into wealth. The ecology and environment is equally important. We need to develop the country in a way where we need to maintain the ecology and environment standards, international standards in the country, which is really important for the country. So for that reason, we need to increase the growth. But at the same time, sustainability is equally important. And for that reason, the ecology and environment is also important. So we need to think with a vision where we can make our India as a Atmanirbhar Bharat ideology, by which we can make Atmanirbhar Bharat. That is exactly the Bharat which is economically, globally on number one. Now we are making our automobile industry, the volume of industry is 4,50,000 crore. And as a minister, I am trying to make it up to 10 lakh crores. We have all automobile brands present in India, from Mercedes, Toyota, Honda, then Hyundai, all are here. And now we are launching the policy for making of ethanol, methanol, biodiesel, bio-CNG, electric and hydrogen fuel cell as a fuel. So it is for the future. And already we have a success story. On the basis of that, I am confident that we will make alternative fuel automobile industry in the country, which is import substitute, cost effective, pollution free and indigenous. Everywhere there is a potential. When I am talking with Mr. Shetty, I was always telling him to think about using of alternative fuel in shipping. We can use LNG as a fuel in shipping. We can make methanol from coal and we can use that methanol in the shipping. Already there are a lot of successful experiments are there. So exactly in the way in which by taking the appropriate technology available in the world and making the research and study of all successful practices, this is the time for India to accept all this knowledge, which is the future knowledge for the world, and to develop in our country, by which we can make Indian economy globally strong. And that is exactly the way in which the logistics sector is very important. MSME sector has the potential of strengthen the socio-economic growth of the nation. At the same time, there are challenges and opportunities associated with the coronavirus pandemic. Because of coronavirus, we are facing a lot of problems. But I will tell you, now this is the time for the country that we need to understand art of living with COVID-19. We need to create positivity and self-confidence in the mind of the people. 100% we are going to win this war. Either it is economic war or war against the COVID-19. I am confident that we will win this war. But there is negativity, frustration, and economic challenges are there. Our industries, MSMEs, and all sector, trade and business, are facing crucial problem because of COVID-19. But not only we are facing, the whole world is facing. But this is the time for all of us to create positivity and self-confidence to fight with this COVID-19 and our economic war. I am confident that we will win this war. I always remember that song of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, that kadam se kadam milakar chalna hoga. And one of the song which again I remember that koshish karne walon ki kabhi haar nahi hoti. And the third important is hum honge kamyab. The hum honge kamyab is the positive spirit which we need to create in the mind of the people, by which we can accelerate them in a positive way for positive line for development and for accepting the technology and make Indian economy strong. So 100% I am confident about it. The need of strengthening the supply chain and its digitization emerged out as an important area. During the pandemic, it has impacted the businesses strongly in terms of their revenue loss and day-to-day operations. Considering the need for effective supply chain management for MSMEs, Global Online Certification Program on Supply Chain Digitization and Management may contribute to strengthening the supply chain ecosystem. MSME should also focus on technological innovations productivity enhancement, MSME internationalization, trade enhancement solution, including market linkages and automation and digital readiness. To improve the growth of MSMEs on a substantial basis in post-COVID phase, strategic steps should be initiated at all levels. The requirement to rebuild and create new avenues of growth for the speedy revival of business is also crucial for realizing the larger vision of making Indian 5 trillion economy of 2024. The government of India has announced multiple measures that aim to holistically revive the MSME sector. The Atmanirbhar Bharat economic package of 20 lakh crore, equivalent to 10% of Indian GDP launch in May 2020, is intended to provide the requirement support to various sectors of the economy, including the MSMEs. The ministry has started working on important substitution for many products as a sustainable solution to strengthen the supply chains, develop SMEs, and progress towards Make in India and local for local approaches. The focus should be on reducing the input cost, logistic cost, and the overall production cost to become competitive in the global market. This is the most important thing where we need to reduce the logistic cost, power cost, and the capital cost. Without that, we cannot going to reduce the production cost. I request Mr. Shetty that you should plan for making of water transport in the river. At the time when I was minister, I was completed the waterways from Varanasi to Haldia. And Haldia to going up to Brahmaputra, the sea is there. And after Brahmaputra dredging is completed, you can go up to Southeast Asia, Northeast India, and even going up to the China, Indonesia, Malaysia by waterways. Now we are also making dredging between Allahabad, Prayagraj to 2-meter dredging up to Varanasi. And now the plan was that we have submitted project to World Bank, starting it from Delhi, from Yamuna. And Yamuna, it starts from going to Mathura, Mathura to Agra, Agra to Etawah, and Etawah to Allahabad, by which it connected to Varanasi, and there will be a linkage directly start taking material from Delhi, we can take it up to the China. So going by road, is, for example, the cost is 10 rupees. Going by railway is 6 rupees, and going by waterways is 1 rupees. And if we can use methanol as a fuel, we can make this cost 50 paisa. So this is the time that we need to take the advantage of different technology which are available. We need to use different modes for that. We are now amphibious seaplane we are making public transport on electricity, mass rapid transport on electricity. We are making 22 green express highway. We are making highway between Mumbai to Delhi where 50% work has completed. You will be within 12 hours from Mumbai to Delhi by your own car. We are now making this Meerut Express Highway going to inaugurate it next month. Presently, it takes 4.5 hours from Meerut to Delhi, but after June, it will be only 45 minutes. We are making from Delhi to Dehradun, Delhi to Chandigarh, and Delhi to Haridwar within 2 hours. We are making Axis Control Express Highway. Everywhere we are making lot of highways. One of the reason is how we can reduce the cost. Presently, one truck taking material from Mumbai to Delhi, at least in a month, he is taking 4 to 5 trips. But after this Green Express Highway, he can take 8 to 10 trips per month. It can be possible. So that is going to reduce the logistic cost. And if it is possible for us to make the transport on LNG, then there is a saving as compared with diesel, at least the 60% saving is there. And in place of LNG also, if we can go for electric trucks, we are in the process. We are making lithium-ion batteries, zinc-ion battery, aluminum-ion battery, sodium-ion battery, making hydrogen fuel cell. A lot of things are moving fast. And presently, the lithium-ion battery, 81% we are manufacturing in India. I am confident in due course of time, within 6 months, 100% we are going to manufacture lithium-ion battery in India. So it can going to reduce the lot of things. Cost of the logistic cost, that is very important. I just launched a JCB of using bio CNG and making CNG from cotton straw, wheat straw, rice straw and bagasse. You can convert municipal waste to get it methane from that, and bifurcate methane from CO2 will get the bio CNG. There are a lot of new innovations have already been started. So this is the time for the new technology by which we can reduce the logistic cost. We can reduce now the solar panel on the rooftop. The scheme has started with the cooperation of State Bank. The World Bank has given 4,000 crore for that. The MSME has already started this scheme all over the country, and the State Bank is the responsible for implement the scheme, where you can take the solar panel on your roof, by which you can adding the power into the grid, by which you are going to reduce the power cost. So we have to think on the line that how we can reduce the logistic cost, power cost, labor cost. Then by using the best technology, how we can don't compromise with the quality. But by making good quality, we can reduce the cost of production. That is very important. We need to reduce logistic cost. We will be more competitive in international market, and that is important for us to increase our export. Without that, we cannot make the success story. So this is the time the raw material is available, technology is available, the trained manpower is available. We have the water transport is available, the ports are there. We are already increased the efficiency of the port. So this is the line by which how we can make this logistic parks and the logistic business profitably. I feel that we need lot of new adoption of new technology, new innovation in the field. And Mr. Shetty is already doing a lot of things. I am really, I know that your institute is very important. You have to make a lot of research on it. Now I am trying from last many days to start the portal like Alibaba and Amazon for MSME, Bharat Craft. But now we have in collaboration with State Bank. In due course of time, we are going to launch this portal, which is very important for MSME, handloom, handicrafts, khadi, village industry, and we are going to market for that. So this is the time that your institution is doing a lot of research work, giving a good vision to the young talented people. The premier institute like you can play a key role in strengthening MSMEs and contribute towards developing a supportive ecosystem. The support areas may include research, sharing global practices, policy advisory, and devising implementation models. I hope that all are able to benefit from this certification program and are able to forge long-lasting partnership that propel your business on a path of growth and success. Your participation in this endeavor is going to help create an ecosystem of collaboration which is mutually beneficial for all. I wish Niti Mumbai for its future growth and success. Thank you very much. And the boys particularly who are receiving the certificate, I also wish them for great success in their life. 100% they will get good jobs and they will contribute for the making Indian economy as a global economy and making India as Atmanirbhar Bharat. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Bharat Mata Ki Jai.
So nice of you for giving such a lightning talk, and also, sir, we will follow your suggestions, and accordingly, whatever the measures are needed, we will take that one. And sir, recently we are doing some work with the KVIC, sir, and their team has also visited to us. And regarding your Prakriti prints that you mentioned, our people have done some research with them, sir, and we will be very sure it's branding. We may also help them to go ahead with that, sir. So thank you once again, sir, for coming to NITI platform, and we are really obliged to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Taking all your good inputs, and we'll work on that, sir. Whatever you have said, we'll definitely work on that. The water transport in particular. Yeah.
Thank you.
I know it's very close to your heart.
Thank you.
Very pleasure seeing you. You're looking good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Director, sir. Thank you, Chairman, sir. Thanks a lot, Sri Nitin Gadkari, for your wise words. I'm pretty sure under Chairman, sir, and Director, sir's guidance, NITI will help in creating a more robust supply chain in India and help the MSME sector to reach new levels. Sir, I'd like to now call upon Professor Sushmita Narayan ma'am for a formal vote of thanks. She expertises and is a professor in supply chain management and operations field. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Atharva. I hope I'm audible.
Yes,
As we come to the close of today's session, we are very, very grateful to our Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Nitin Gadkari ji, for accepting NITI's invite and for his address to all our participants, and for sharing with us about the various initiatives being taken up in the development of the logistics sector of India. Thank you, sir. We at NITI were honored to have you in our midst today and also extend our gratitude for your support.